Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's stream where I will be talking about the newest crop of trailers we got this week. And of course, I am Alex, aka Alex 3.0. And yes, we got some big trailers this week. Um, Most notably, Jurassic World Rebirth. That's the first trailer for it, also, which is the seventh installment of this franchise. We also got the Fantastic Four First Steps teaser trailer. We also got the Final Destination Bloodlines teaser trailer. And if there's time, I'll talk about uh, the Cobra Kai finale season trailer or season finale trailer. Or I don't know how many episodes this freaking split season is has. It's hard to keep up. It's like they split the season into three, which is odd, but hey, they milk the franchise somehow. Yeah, that's a TV show, not a movie, but it does lead into the new Karate Kid movie. So I guess you wanna you know put that show and movie together. Anyway, yeah. So some big trailers this week. A lot of different reactions. I'll say it's mostly positive. But hey, um, I have my own opinions. Uh, so okay, well let's get started. The first big trailer I want to talk about is probably the one I have the least amount to say, which is odd because this one was an actual trailer. Well, while the other two big trailers were just teasers, but this was the first official trailer or first look of this film, and that is Jurassic World Rebirth. Just give me a second here. I will pop the YouTube trailer here. All right. So, I'm not going to show the actual trailer here. I'm going to mute it actually. I'm just going to skim through. There we go. So, first shot of the trailer, you get the dino skeleton here. Yeah. So, um, yeah, I'm just gonna skim through it while I'm talking about it. Let's see here. We got some new characters here. Hold on, let me go back. You got this nerdy guy. I think that actor's name is Jonathan Bailey. I think that's him. Um, so yeah, and then you also right here, you got Scarlett Johansson here. They're the new leads of this franchise, I guess. And from what I got in this trailer, um, so the plot seems to be that these these scientists and mercenaries or whatever they get hired to get some DNA of the dinosaurs that were left in the original island of the original park here, um, for government reasons. So not much mind blowing story here. I mean, there's here you go. You get the tail of the raptor. I'm guessing this is like a mutated raptor because look at that damn tail so long. Um, Sorry. Um, yeah. So again, you get the reactions. Hold on. Get the reactions of the characters. Oh my god, a dinosaur. Yeah. Um, I will say, like visually, it looks okay. It's nothing really we haven't seen before. I know there's some. I mean, the whole splicing of the dinosaur thing has been done already in some of the past movies, so that's not really that itself is not really groundbreaking here. Um, there are some cool shots, like this one right here. I like that shot. Some pterodactyl action here. There's Scarlett Johansson looking a bit bored. She does come off as a bit bland in the trailer. I'm not gonna lie. So hopefully the acting so it's just it seems like a paycheck film for her. Here's a hold on, damn it. Mahershala Ali, fresh out of quitting the Blade film. I mean, it's not official, but I'm pretty sure he's not done doing that Blade reboot. He seems to be. It seems like he's gonna be the best character of the film, just from this trailer. Like he's at least gonna be entertaining here. Alright, so they talk blah blah blah. We gotta get to the island. Like the it seems like the government like there's nobody guarding the island, so it's easy to get in. There's the danger 10,000 volts. So here's a shot of the I guess that's a baby T-Rex. It's a mutated version. So that shot is kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie. There are more reaction shots here. Let's see. This part of the trailer very Indiana Jones like. I remember hearing from some people like it feels like it wants to be Indiana Jones. I didn't get that vibe when I first saw the trailer, but seeing it again and seeing now this little shot here, it does very much feel like Indiana Jones or like Tomb Raider or something like that. The Mummy. I guess you want to say that, but like it feels like I want to compare it to other Jurassic movies. Uh, it kind of reminded me of it kind of reminds me of The Lost World and a little bit of Jurassic Park 3. Um, it also kind of reminds me of Kong Skull Island, which is a movie I like, but I don't know if much more you can do with monsters here. Well, these monsters being dinosaurs. So yeah, right here. Hold on. Scarlett Johansson trying to be Laura Croft a bit. It's more the nerdy Jonathan Bailey scientist guy. Here's some rock climbing. Very Tomb Raider like. It's like a mutated pterodactyl. The design's okay on this one. More reaction shots, more Indiana Jones knockoff stuff. More reaction shots. Yeah, just gonna. I like. Hold on. Character screaming. I don't want to show footage here. I'm just gonna. Hold on. I'm gonna have to show footage here. No. New era. This shot is dope though. I know the design of the dinosaur here, it looks a little bit off to me, but I do like everything else visually, like the jungle here and the smoke and the water. Like that's pretty cool. It's just the design, the actual design of the dinosaur is not that great here. It's way too much. It doesn't even to me, it doesn't seem like too much like a dinosaur. It seems more like an alien, like a giant alien. I know people are comparing it to the xenomorph, um, which I can see that, but I mean I don't know. Maybe he'll look better when I see the movie, but the actual design itself, from what I've seen here, is not great. Like that's like one of my biggest issues with with this trailer. Just the designs and the dinosaurs are not really all that good. Oh, I'll stop showing footage here. Here's a little like, is that the dinosaur that shoots black venom? So CG looks okay. These are more like alien-like shots or underwater. I guess that's the T-Rex. Looks like it. I like the shot too. That's pretty cool. Okay, so looks like the Spinosaurus back from Jurassic Park 3. I actually like Jurassic Park 3, and I do like the Spinosaurus, so here's like a bunch of them, which might be a cool scene. Hopefully it is. This definitely seems like the kind of movie where like I think the human characters might probably gonna suck, or they're not gonna be all that memorable. Maybe because the dialogue's gonna be bad, or maybe the acting won't be that good. But you know, if they have some good dino action, at least they'll make it worth watching once. So here's some like here you go. All right, so right there used to be like a little kid because you always gotta have a little kid in a movie in one of these movies. Um, that's one thing people are complaining about. Like, why would they bring a kid in this mission? Well, you know, I don't think they're purpose gonna bring the kid. I think it's gonna be one of those cliche things where, oh, the kid snuck in without us knowing, kind of thing. Because the kid wants to see the dinosaur. I think that's pretty much like what's going on here. Which I know that's dumb too, but like, hey, I mean, at least that's an explanation. I'm assuming that's what this is. So I mean, there are some cool shots in the trailer that get me at least sort of interested, but it does have the been there, done that feel to it. All right, there it is. Jurassic World Rebirth. So yeah, not much to the trailer. Like overall, I think it's just fine. Um, I'm not, that pumped to see it, but I guess I'll check it out. Like I said, some cool shots. It was just a dumb dinosaur action, B movie. It could be at least kind of sort of entertaining, but I don't think it's gonna bring new life into the franchise here. I know the director, which I forgot it was actually Gareth Edwards, who I'm not really that big a fan of. Um, I think he said in an interview that it's gonna be more like the original Jurassic Park novel, which is more of a horror story. If that's the case, it could be at least better than a lot of the sequels that we got, but I'm not holding my breath on that. I mean, I'm not holding my breath that's gonna be the best sequel here because I mean everybody knows that the original's a fantastic movie. It's a nice segue, but fantastic. Uh, it's one of those things where like oh you, no matter what they do with any of the sequels, you're never gonna capture the magic that Spielberg brought in the first movie. I mean, he couldn't even do it with the second movie. He directed The Lost World, which is not a good movie. Like very even as a kid, I didn't like The Lost World. I'd never been a big fan of that movie. Um, But yeah, Jurassic World Rebirth. I mean, I can see why people are excited. I mean, if you just want to see dinosaurs, kill people or fight each other, it seems to be delivering on that. Um, but like I said, it feels more like at this point it feels like more like one of those the monster universe movies like Kong Skull Island. It's funny I mentioned that because Edwards directed Godzilla 2014, which was the first of that franchise. So it's funny that he's directing this now. He's not the best in, at least when it comes to Godzilla 2014. He's not the best of having interesting characters. So I think this is gonna be the kind of the same case. So I don't know. Like I said, you can't. You're never gonna capture the magic of the original movie. You just can't. It's like it, literally impossible. But I mean, we'll see. I actually talked to my friend Rob. Yeah, Rob Dimers. You've seen him in the Movie Buster streams. My co-star. But about this trailer more than any other trailers that came out this week. And I mean, he brought up some good points. He didn't. I mean, I don't want to speak for him. He didn't like the trailer. He pointed out that, it seems like dumb stuff. The dumb stuff in the and like the Lost World is being repeated here. So yeah, I mean, for me, it's fine. It's a fine trailer. Like I said, anybody who wants to keep watching these Jurassic movies are gonna be excited, I guess. But it doesn't feel like it's bringing anything new. So we'll see how that goes with this. It comes out July 2nd, right before Independence Day, or not the movie, but the holiday, 4th of July week. So it'll be interesting to see how well this does because the last the Jurassic World movies have made 1 billion, but I don't know if people have noticed this, but they've declined in box office. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna follow suit because the last movie people did not like at all. Jurassic World Dominion. I mean that made 1 billion, but it barely made 1 billion. And people didn't like that movie. And now this, I mean, it seems like there wants to be a reboot to the series, but it's just like Dominion came out 3 years ago. It wasn't that long ago. So I really don't think this is gonna do as well. It's gonna do fine, but I don't see it making 1 billion to be honest. I wouldn't be shocked at this. I wouldn't be shocked if it makes less than 900 to be honest. I mean, if people don't like this movie, it's not gonna do as well as I think Universal is expecting. So, but again, we'll see. If it's like I said, if it's like more like a B movie, like B monster movie, yeah, I don't see just doing that well with people. Um, so maybe after this movie, they'll give the franchise a rest for a while. We'll see. So yeah, nothing fantastic about this trailer. But on to the next trailer. Speaking of fantastic, or is it? It is Fantastic Four First Steps, which is the introduction to the Fantastic Four in the MCU. So this trailer got a lot of positive feedback. And let's see. Let's skim through the trailer here. So we got the okay. First off, the music. I can't play it here, but I thought the music from uh Michael Giacchino is really good throughout the trailer. I really like that. Like that's the thing that stood out to me. Um, so we get the cast here, the introduction. Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, and I forget the actress's name who played Sue Storm. They look fine. Like I think the cast looks fine. Uh, I know some people are mixed on Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, but he's a good actor. I think he'll pull it off. So okay, so we got the okay the robot here, Herbie. Here's the thing. All right. Um, the thing. Everybody, I I know he's more comic book accurate this time around compared to the other movies, the other Fantastic Four movies we've gotten in the past. Um, but I'm not liking this look. I really not. I know. Okay, that's a controversial thing to say, but I'm not really digging the look. The CGI looks off to me. Um, the costumes okay. The suit is okay. I don't have a problem with the suit, but the CGI, the face where he's when he's talking, and like this, I can't show the actual footage here in case of copyright. But you've seen the trail, you've seen the teaser. It's just like his. I could deal with the voice. I know a lot of people can are complaining about he doesn't sound gruff enough, like uh, like Michael Chiklis did in the 2005 movie. Like I can deal with that. It's fine. I don't have like a huge problem with that. I could care less. But like the look and the CG effects in his face, just I don't know, man. It just took me out. It really did. Um. So I don't know. Like yeah. And to be honest, yeah, I didn't notice this first time I saw it, but like when he's clapping, that the robot did a good job cooking. I didn't know. I actually didn't notice that you can hear the clanking of the rocks in his hands. So that's actually kind of cool detail. I do like the '60s setting here, the 1960s setting here, because they tried to like all the past I can't even say the damn word. All the past Fantastic Four movies have been in modern time, and it's just like for that tone, it doesn't really work in modern times. So having it him take place in the 1960s actually is a good idea. So I'm fine with the setting here. So we get some shots of the of space here. They're talking about what happened to them. Like the visual effects for me are hit and miss so far. Some of them look good, like Johnny Storm flying. I'll get to that. And just like the thing again, look at this. Like I'm not a fan of the way he looks. Again, comic book accurate. That's fine, but the eyebrow thing doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't work for me so far. Johnny Storm. Like the visual, like the effects on the Johnny Storm are good, but the problem for me, and this might be nitpicking, but like it just visually as good as it is, it doesn't feel new. It just feels redundant from the other Fantastic Four movies. Like there wasn't really a shot. Like this is probably the best shot of the trailer for me. Now that I'm looking at it again, like nothing like super exciting or super mind blowing. It's like if that was the money shot, you gotta do better. So again, more shots of the thing, and he just looks. I know the tone is goofy, but it's just a little too goofy for my taste. Like everyone's saying that there's Johnny Storm. Um, like he's gonna be the comic relief. I think him and the robot are. So shut up, Sue Storm. That effect looks okay. I mean, I think it'll look better in the final film, but like, I'm just like, I kind of a bit whatever. Like, okay, there you go. Reed Richards and Sue Storm, of course, a couple. This shot again is like, hey, if that's the money shot, like, I kind of seen that shot before though. Nothing mind blowing. Here's a shot like I seen some people react to this trailer, and when they get to this part, they think it's the stupid Galactus cloud again, but no. Okay, the car looks kind of cool. Like again, it fits the tone of here's some kids dress up as the thing here, so they're very much liked in this world, this universe. Um, so the rumor is that the universe they're in this movie is not the actual MCU. It's their own universe. And then whatever happens, they'll end up in the MCU at the end, I guess, or in the end credits. The the car looks fine. Like I have nothing against the car. Okay, here's another shot of Johnny Storm. That looks good. The thing running looks okay. Like from this angle, he looks cool. But when you see his actual face, it's just like I'm not digging it. John Malkovich, I guess he's the villain. Like they actually show here's Galactus. Like this shot is cool. I was saying it's funny to me, and people have brought this up that they showed the powers of Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and the Thing, but not Mr. Fantastic. And I'm guessing maybe because it's not ready to be shown because they're still working the effects. Because to be honest, all the Fantastic Four movies, every time you stretch it, it looks bad. So it's hard to pull that off. I think that's the big effect that they're working on. Because it's like a human arm and a human leg stretching looks ridiculous. And it's hard to pull it off. So maybe they're probably working on it so hard right now, but we'll see. I think they're gonna show him stretching in the full trailer when we get that like months from now. Yeah, okay. The shot Galactus are like this one. And then his big head. Looking at the Statue of Liberty. So we don't see his face. Maybe that's not ready either. Here's what I'll say about Galactus. I don't know much about the character. I never really read Fantastic Four comics. I only know about the Fantastic Four from whatever we get from the movie. So it's very little knowledge. But from what I know, is that he's supposed to destroy worlds, right? So if he's here in their universe, which is not the MCU yet, they're gonna enter the MCU, I guess, at the ending. If he's here in this movie as the main threat, and this is not the MCU universe as of yet, then at the end he needs to destroy this universe to establish that he is a force to be reckoned with, right? If this movie ends with the Fantastic Four stopping him, it's gonna be lame because you're nerfing that this supposed big and very hard to defeat bad guy in the Marvel universe here. That was my problem with the Ant-Man and Quantumania. They had the Kang character, which, and personal stuff aside, Jonathan Majors did a good job in his acting in that movie. He did the best he could, but that writing for that character was bad in that movie. He was defeated at the end, pretty much, which I thought was so stupid. Especially they're trying to establish that character to be the next Thanos of this franchise. That's been scrapped. Um, I don't want to get into much on that, the whole Jonathan Majors thing, but I remember telling people, hey, the Kang being defeated in Ant-Man 3, that's like if Thanos got defeated in Guardians of the Galaxy when he was there for a little bit. Now that would have been stupid if they did that, but thankfully they didn't. But they did it with King. Now with Galactus, I think he has to win in this at the end of this movie. He destroys this world, and whatever happens, I don't know exactly. I haven't uh, read any spoilers or leak stuff or anything like that, but I guess they're gonna enter the MCU by wormhole or because this is the multiverse now, so it needs to have Galactus destroying this world here. Because if he doesn't, it's just like, well, why should we be threatened by this character? That was a problem with King and MN3, so I'm glad that character's out. This one, I mean, I've been hearing about Galactus for years from people, comic book fans, that he's such a great character. We'll see how he portrayed in this movie. And then, of course, the whole Doctor Doom thing. I'm not sold on Robert Downey Jr. being Doctor Doom. I'm sorry. It's too distracting because we're so used to seeing him as Tony Stark as Iron Man, and he's playing another character, and it's a villain, a big villain in this series. So yeah, I mean, having Robert Downey Jr. play Doctor Doom, it just feels like desperation to me as a part of Marvel. But again, we'll see. I mean, Robert Jr. is a good actor, and he could play a villain, but I mean, I don't know. So we'll see how this movie turns out. Again, it's like my problem is that this trailer. I mean, I know it's a teaser, but like it didn't get me excited for the movie. It just at the end of the day, it just feels like I know it's a different setting, but it feels like same old Marvel to me. I get the feeling from that. So I don't know. We'll see. And it's the final shot of the four. Again, the costumes look fine. I mean, it goes with the era they're in. I'm gonna have a problem with that. But I mean, as a teaser, as a first look, you're just there for me. Again, didn't get me excited. A few cool things I like about it, but stuff I already knew. Like, okay, I knew it was gonna be in the '60s setting. I knew the costumes were gonna be more colorful. I knew Galactus was in it, all that stuff. So, so yeah, those. I mean, I guess I understand why it's getting a lot of praise, but eh, I just as a teaser, I wasn't that hyped for it. I mean, I wasn't that wowed by it. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, first steps. There you go. Forgot to mute this. So you just heard. I think you just heard the piece of music. We'll see. Again, this also comes out July 25th, as you can see here. So yeah. Predictions. Yeah, people forget. Uh, the this is the fourth Fantastic Four movie in 20 years, and this is like the third version of it. So I don't know if that's gonna affect it. It might. And then the last one we got was people hated it. Nobody liked it. So I mean, this seems different enough from the 2015 one that it might get people excited for a new Fantastic Four movie. But the problem is like um I don't know. It just seems to me. It just seems like the for me. It just seems social media is excited for this movie. You know, of course, the Marvel fans and uh, Fantastic Four comic book readers, they're excited for this movie. I don't feel excitement beyond that though from people. But I could be wrong. I mean, I think this is gonna be the most successful of the Marvel movies this year. Um, Also, the problem is like another problem is the Fantastic Four movie franchise has set the bar so low. It's like even this movie, if this movie is just okay, I think that's good enough for people, which I don't think it is. Um, but again, I could be wrong. This movie can prove me like could be a lot be a lot better than I expect. So I'm just going out by the teaser here. Um, so yeah. Hey, Mr. Cat Buttface. Hey, Rob. Comment. You guys comment. Go ahead and comment on what you thought about these trailers so far. So, Rob, you probably missed it, but I already talked about the Jurassic World Rebirth tr- trailer. I thought it was just okay. And the Fantastic Four first steps. I felt underwhelmed, to be honest. I really did. So, I mean, like I said, I could be wrong on this. I mean, but I'm not feeling this movie. As of now. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'll still watch it, but um, hopefully it's better than what we saw so far. Okay, so on to the next trailer, and that is Final Destination Bloodlines. All right, already we got freaking tongue piercing here. So I shouldn't be showing the footage here. All right, so a little bit of context here. I am a fan of this franchise. It's cool to see it again. Um, yeah, I always been a fan of the first movie and the second one as well. Third one I actually just rewatched uh the other day. Uh, it has its pros and cons. Um, but it's okay. It's not bad. It's not a bad movie. The third one. I have a kind of fond memories with the third one because I actually saw that one in theaters and it was a fun watch. But it's not one of the best ones. Part four, the Final Destination is trash from beginning to end. There's no redeeming qualities for that movie. And then Final Destination 5, I do like that one. It brought some new things to the series and it had a it had an amazing shocking twist. Which spoiler alert from 2011 that Final Destination 5 was not a sequel. It was actually a prequel this whole time. Um, all right. Yeah, and before I go on with this trailer, I rest in peace to Tony Todd. He was already confirmed um that he's gonna be in this one. he has been in 1, 2, and 5. He was in 3. I mean, he wasn't there physically, but he was the voice of the train conductor at the end, and the voice of that devil in the roller coaster ride in the beginning. So you get to hear his voice at least in the third movie. He wasn't at all in the fourth, which maybe maybe that's the worst. So maybe that's no coincidence. He was in the fifth one. Um, what's interesting about his character and his role in those movies? It always seemed like he was in it more, but when you watch 1 and 2, he's only in one scene, which yeah, he's only in one scene in each of those movies, and 1 and 2. It just kind of shows how much of an impact he had not only to the franchise, but like how much he did in so little screen time. And that's how much of a good actor he was. So, and he was in 5 a little bit more. He was in like 2 scenes instead of 1. So you got to see a little bit more of him. Not that much, but still, it was cool to see him again. And it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be bittersweet when we see him in this new one. Um, but I mean, I'm happy he got a chance to come back. But yeah, it's gonna. That's the sweet part. The bitter part is this is gonna be his last. At least it's the last movie that people are gonna see him in, because he has some other stuff that he filmed before he passed away, like independent stuff. I think nothing big like Final Destination, but um, uh, I mean I don't want to. I know some things that could be spoilers, so I don't want to say what it is, but it seems like he might have a little more screen time than he even did in part 5. Which the more Tony Todd, the better. But I've always been uh, curious of what's up with this character. Um, so maybe we'll finally get some backstory. Sorry, excuse me. I'm getting dry throat. I need more water. It seems like we might get more character with him from what I hear. We will see. The title Bloodlines uh seems to be like a family thing. We don't know if it's talking about him or talking about whoever the main character is. Um, but yeah. So this whole teaser trailer is just like a kind of like an extended clip. Like, okay, you saw someone's tongue being pierced, and I was like, when I saw this, I'm like, oh my god, someone's tongue, death is gonna cut someone's tongue out. Um, this got shot kind of gnarly. So it's like a piercing tattoo parlor. Um, yeah, and so this guy, he just cleaning the place up. There's a shot of the fan, and I'm sorry, these big fans people have either at public places or at homes always freaking bothered me. I have a fan here in my apartment. I never turn it on. Like, it's not as big as this, but you get the point. It's wrapped around chains, and of course, in good old Final Destination fashion. Okay, this is okay. Before I get this guy's talking about his dad that passed away. He puts a song on for him. That kind of reminded me of the first movie, what the teacher character Miss Luton, like she puts an old record of John Denver, like in like a memory of her mom, and this is very similar. This guy's putting on the song or playlist in memory of his dad passed away. This is pretty creepy. I like this part. Just skip through it. Alright, so. Hold on, I have to show the footage. Right there. This is why I'll never pierce my nose, because things get caught in it. So the chain that's around the freaking falls and gets caught with his nose ring. This shot, okay, this shot right here, and the teaser from then on, really reminded me of Saw. Especially the way it's filmed and lit. It's different. Here you go. Here you go, Rob. This is the link to enter. Okay, this shot right here. It's very Saw-ish. It's very much like Saw. That's what it reminded me of. From here to the rest of the teaser, the way it's lit, the way it's filmed, it's almost like a trap from Saw. It's like Jigsaw and Death are working together. You know, are they related? They're best friends? What's up? So yeah, this poor sucker gets his nose ring caught with the chain, or the chain gets caught with the nose ring. It pulls him up. It wraps around the fan, and it pulls him up. Oh, let me get the. It sucks. Ooh, it's gonna be a nasty one. Oh, anything with noses or eyeballs is when it comes to these movies. Like I actually was also watched Final Destination 5 the other night. And that freaking laser, the eye laser surgery scene, freaking I can't stand it. So, yeah. Oh boy. This is going to be a nasty death here. Yeah. So, I mean, I think having this scene as the teaser trailer is setting up the tone for this movie, which I do like. Yeah. Oh boy. Of course. He falls. He gets set on fire. Poor guy. So yeah, I thought personally I liked this teaser. Again, it was more like kind of an extended clip. I don't think this is gonna be the opening of the film. It feels a little bit like that, but I don't think so because usually the opening to the Final Destination films is the big, catastrophe accident that the main character, sees beforehand before it happens. That's usually always the opening. That the main character, Oh, hey, Rob. Stop the video. Stop the video. The opening.
Hold up.
Okay. All right. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
Hey, I'm joined by by Rob's Nightmares. Welcome.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, not much. I'm just wrapping up my thoughts on Final Destination Bloodlines here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like the teaser. So I don't know what you think of this teaser for Final Destination Bloodlines.
Hey, hang on one sec.
Okay. Yeah, I think this teaser is setting up the tone of this movie. It doesn't. I mean, it shows the death scene, but it's not showing all the other death scenes. if this is the only teaser we get, I'm sold already. I mean, there's gonna be plenty of deaths. We're gonna. I mean, the things like I don't like in some of the other Final Destination movies. They show too much, so you know who's gonna how all these other characters are gonna die. I don't want to see too much of that. Just keep it at a minimum. But that's just me.
I'm back.
Yeah, cool.
My thoughts on it. Well, I already told you. It kind of
Yeah,
felt like a. It kind of felt like a clip more than
yeah. I mentioned that,
a teaser, but
but I like
um,
that though.
I guess. But
Hmm.
I'm kind of hoping they don't really have that in the film because we're already spoiled.
I mean,
So
we're spoiled with this death.
yeah, but I'm saying they shouldn't have shown the whole thing. They could have just shown like maybe him struggling a little bit and then
They
cut away.
should. Okay, I understand. Yeah, I know. I mean, I know what you. I mean, they didn't. They shouldn't show the fire part.
Well,
Should
no, I think they shouldn't have shown the whole thing, like the whole thing
right.
leading up to the fire, and then the fire, and then well, maybe there's more. Maybe when he
Yeah,
falls in the fire, maybe
yeah.
there's something.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe in the actual movie we're gonna see the chain rip his nose off.
Well,
That's what I
yeah,
think. I mean, they're cutting away a little bit from the gore, whatever gore scene we're gonna have in this scene. But yeah, I mean, we didn't see any other character in this teaser. Like, I don't really know who the main character is in this movie.
I have no idea.
That's a new character, but I just don't know who it is. The only thing
Yeah,
I know is that Tony Todd was able to film his scenes for this movie. I mean, this movie's been done like it was filmed like over a year ago, so it was like months before he even passed away that they were finished. So I don't think they need to like shoot around him, or whatever.
do you think he has like just a cameo or?
From what I heard, he has not a big role, but a little bit more than the other ones.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't know if that means we're gonna get to know his backstory or, well, I mean, they had to do something because this is it for him.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
true,
if they do a part seven, he obviously won't be in it,
true.
and I don't think they're gonna recast.
Yeah,
Um, but I'm sure they're. I mean, whether the movie's good or bad, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a tribute to him at the end. They have to.
yeah, because I mean, he would, even though he had cameos, he was pretty much a main. Uh, he was kind of a main character in a way that had information.
Yeah, and
So,
I think I've always, and when you watch his scenes again, I feel he is Death.
oh yeah, I mean, he works with death. He's around death all the time. So it's
Hmm.
like
Like
it'll.
he's the Green Reaper. Like he's the one that's killing all these people the whole time.
That would be quite kind of a twist. That'd be kind of a cool twist there.
Hmm. I mean, I feel, especially in, I think when you rewatch part five, it's kind of almost obvious at this point
Yeah,
because he's just there at the cemetery, and then he just says Death doesn't like to be cheated. I was like, how do you know they were there? Unless you're
it's like
Death, I
how do
don't
you know
know.
all this stuff? Like how do you
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
they went through and all that?
Hmm. Yeah. And I think he's been playing all these people for fools this whole time. If he is Death, like telling them, "Oh, you can cheat Death, or you gotta get the sign." But no matter what people do, Death, like, they still get killed. You know?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Even in five, where like I like the idea in five, how they can swap their uh with people if an innocent person is not on death's list and they kill that person, they can live. Like, I like that idea in part five. That was gonna cool idea.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully they have something like that in this one. And it's not like just same old, same old.
True.
Hmm. But again, like, we'll see. I mean, we haven't seen that much so far.
I just hope they don't go the Saw route and just like make it all about. I mean, we want to see some creative like death scenes, but I just hope they don't like that's not the main. I just want a good tie-in, maybe a consistent story with that, and not just just lame ass I don't know, like a
Death scenes, like
yeah. I
gory
mean,
stuff.
it's cool. I mean, people come to see that, but I would like some consistency in the story. Um, just to make it kind of make sense, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's what I felt. That's what it became with part four.
Exactly. That's why. But part four, if you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
that they were pushing a gimmick because that
Yeah, the
was
3D, the
the
3D.
3D.
Yeah,
So I think they were more focused on that than actually
yeah,
making.
like how can we make the death scenes like super 3D and all that stuff?
Yeah, they were
I
just
mean,
focused on just
yeah,
trying to make some
yeah, because they get to
innovation.
the action really quickly in that one. Which I remember watching that movie for the first time. I was shocked how little character development there was in the opening. Because usually they build it up a little bit before they get to the accidents.
Yeah,
You know,
people were already like sitting down, and then the
yeah,
accident happens, and then all of a sudden it's like,
boom,
whoa,
the
wait,
opening.
what's
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Like, yeah, like the first one, like there was a build up to the airplane explosion.
yeah,
You get to
yeah.
yeah, you get to know the characters. You get
Even the highway accident in the second one, like they focused on everyone's car.
oh yeah, which is cool. And then, like I told you, the highway scene in the second one is iconic.
Yeah, it's my favorite one. It's definitely
Yeah,
my favorite.
yeah. Oh, the opening accidents, yeah, probably is. It's my favorite one as well. Even though I prefer the first movie, but the opening accident, like the second one's, it's got to beat. I think
Yeah,
because I guess I also said like I told you that even to this day, people drive in the highway, expressway, or freeway or whatever, and they see a giant truck with a bunch of logs. They move the other lane. You
that's
know,
true. Yeah,
that's the Final Destination too. Everybody has like, I don't want to drive behind that big ass truck, man. It's like, what happened? You avoid it
yeah,
like the plague, yeah. So
mhm.
yeah, I mean, this series has had impact on people's lives,
Yeah. I mean,
which makes yeah,
I remember when I first saw the first movie. Like I was already kind of nervous going on planes, but when that
right.
movie happened, I'm like, whoa. Like ever since then, I would get on a plane and just all the things he did, like when he twisted the little knob and it came out for the little TV tray thing in front of you, and then
Yes, yes,
like you know little things like that really kind of made me nervous. Like, oh, what if this happens on the plane? But it just,
right.
I don't know. Ugh.
Like if you like you're in a plane and then you just see something outside, like the engine looks broken or something, like what the hell, you know?
Like I'm even a roller coaster. I'm a roller coaster nut, and
Yeah.
I've been in roller coasters all over the country,
Mm-hmm.
and I like I love them so much. But that's why the third movie kind of bothered me in a good way, because when the accident happened, I'm like, huh, like I know exactly what they're going through.
Yeah, yeah, like you're screwed. Like they're stuck there. Like there's
We were
nowhere to
stuck,
go.
like I was stuck in a roller coaster for an hour, and it
Oh
was on
wow,
this, it was on this huge incline,
wow,
and we had to be evacuated from from the car to the side rail where we had to climb down these wooden steps. So
wow.
I mean it's what, it's really, yeah, it's
Now, was that before or after Final Destination 3 came out?
that was after.
Oh my god, I would like shit my pants if that happened to me.
It
It's
was
like
me
hell
and Ash,
no.
it was me and Ash.
Yeah,
I know where do you know where Cedar Point, Ohio is? Like Cedar Point.
yeah, I know what I haven't been
It's
there,
it's
but
it's a big like roller coaster park.
right,
Yeah, it's like one of the
yeah,
best and they say it's one of the best in the world.
it happened there.
It happened there on this roller coaster called the Mean Streak. It was all wood, and it's kind of one of the oldest ones there. But we were stuck for an hour. We had to climb down. Um, So ever since that happened, though, they turned that into a steel track coaster now. So now they tore down all the, I think, all the wood. They got rid of the wood stuff and they turned it into like a glide steel coaster or something like that.
Right.
I haven't been back on it since they did that, but
Oh, I don't blame you. It's like, hell no. If that happened to me, I would
But I mean-
never return to that roller coaster specifically.
well, I mean, it's just like a plane. It's like, you always go back on it or you go back on something after you
I've been to a
experience.
couple. Yeah, I've been to a couple plane flights, but like nothing's happened. Like not even a turbulence on it. So I've had good luck with planes so far. I'm not really afraid. To me, I'm not really afraid of flying. I mean, I drive every day.
No,
Like,
I'm not really afraid of flying either.
I like driving a car in the street is actually way more dangerous to statistically. Yet I do it every day. I'm not even afraid of that. So I was like, yeah.
I'm not really afraid of, I could jump out of a plane with a parachute.
Oh
But-
no, I wouldn't do that. Like in freaking
Oh.
VHS Beyond.
Oh God, that's pretty
Dude,
terrifying.
Okay, that scene with in that movie, that gave like before the what happens, like when they were just in the plane and they're getting ready, that was giving me anxiety, to be honest. The
Yeah,
way it was filmed, yeah, the way it was filmed, yeah.
yeah, it was pretty raw.
Yeah, I mean the actors did a good job portraying like the build. And I thought about that too the other day when you mentioned that you saw it finally. Like
Mhm.
parachuting and going on the roller coaster, the build up to it is scarier than actually the action of it.
Yeah,
Yeah. When you go, yeah, obviously when you go roller coaster, when it's going up, 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 and you go so high, however high it is, that's the scary part to me.
I mean, if it wasn't for that dumbass and Final Destination 3 bringing the camera,
Oh, Frankie Cheeks,
yeah, Frankie Cheeks,
the creep. That's
Yeah.
like, okay, that's one of my problems with the third one. It's not a bad movie, but like I told you, it's too many unlikable characters, and he's just one of the many in that movie.
yeah. I mean, I can see that.
Yeah, that's why I like the first two better. 'Cause most of the characters, you have the one jerk in each movie. They
Like,
usually
honestly,
do, but
it's-
most of them were likable in 1 and 2.
Like, honestly, if it wasn't for Part 4, I could seriously say I like all the movies. But
Yeah, Part 4.
I cannot bring myself to like 4 because it's so, like, none of the characters are likable. None of the, I think it's really bad CG in a lot of parts.
Yes, yeah,
And I think the main accident is pretty lame. It's like the lamest one out of all of them.
oh yeah,
I mean, it's just terrible. They can't
Yeah,
come up with something better.
and the 3D didn't help either.
Right. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I give it all. I've seen that movie probably 6 times in my life. And each time,
Wow, 6 times for real?
yeah, I've seen it like 6 times in my whole life.
I seen it once, and that was enough for me.
Because I
Like-
kept being like, okay, a couple times to watch for a series review or whatever. And then a couple times I was like, oh, I'm going to give it another shot.
And it doesn't
And
get
then-
better, right?
It doesn't. It
Nah,
really
yeah, that's the
doesn't.
problem. Yeah. I mean, it's normal for a horror franchise to have that one installment that's just bad.
Yeah. Like,
Usually, most of them have it.
when in the stadium, when the engine falls on that person, like, it looks so bad.
It does, yeah.
It looks terrible.
It also has a plot hole too. That lady with the kids, like those kids don't die in the movie.
Yeah, I think Krista Allen. I think that's
Yeah,
her
like
name.
the death. Forget about those kids. They were supposed to die in the accident, and they never die in the movie.
Yeah, I
so
don't
that's
think
a
they do.
That's a plot hole.
Man, they're surviving better than Devin Sawa's character.
Yeah, I know.
They should be the ones.
Yeah, maybe they're back in this one.
That's
They're the only
one-
survivors. Yeah.
That's the only thing that I hated about the second movie is that they just wrote him off like he just died by a brick.
Yeah, I hated that too.
But what can you do?
I mean, they couldn't find a better way for him to die. If they were gonna kill him off like that.
Either that or just like it's the future's not certain, so it's like we weren't certain if Devin was even going to come back. The thing is, they could have just said that he was missing, or something. Like they
Because
didn't
he
even have
he
to.
went into hiding. Like him and Claire decided to like let's go separate ways and like let's just hide for the rest of our lives until they get safe.
Right, because they could have come up with a theory like it's too dangerous for us to be together.
Yeah,
So like maybe they could have done that and
yeah,
then possibly bring Devin back.
yeah.
So
But no, you can't. You gotta kill him off, and Claire's
yeah,
dead too. So
I
since the
know.
second one,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, and
her death was kind of
that I told you that pissed me off.
it was kind of
And no,
anticlimactic
yeah, a little
because
bit.
she just opens the door, not and she's so careful throughout the movie,
Yes.
and then
Yeah,
she
but
just opens the door like nothing's going on.
see, like if she opened the door, you know how they thought it was over, and then they realized it wasn't. She should
Yeah,
have. She should have opened the door before she even realized it wasn't over. And
I
then the
still
the
think
twist would have. I think that would work better.
I
But
still think
anyhow,
one of the best scenes is when the kid blows up
oh, at the end,
at the
the grill.
grill. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's so
yeah,
funny. It's funny the way it's shot. Like it's
yeah.
just
I've noticed that like the second one is there's like this comedic tone to it compared to the first one.
yeah, it's like everyone's at the table and you look at him in the background and then all
It's
of
like
a
oh
sudden
shit,
it's like
boom.
boom.
Yeah, and his arm falls in front of his mom's plate. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny. Yeah, like because there was a different director. Like the first one was directed by James Wong, not Wan. James Wong.
James Wong. Yeah.
Yes. So and he directed 1 and 3, and like the tones for 1 and 3 is a little more serious compared to 2. 2 is a little more comedic. Yeah.
Yeah. But
David R. Ellis, rest in peace, David R. Ellis. He directed 2 and 4.
I thought I
So
saw his comments going. I thought I saw Robert Humphrey in here.
he did. He was there. He just posted this clown emoji.
Oh, okay.
Because that's he likes to dress up as Captain Spaulding for every Halloween.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, yeah. So he's a big Spaulding fan.
I am too.
I mean, yeah.
I
I mean, he
love
looks like him. You know, when you saw,
right,
like,
yeah, but
he does. Like I always tell him, like you could be his son.
like that, I think that's Sid Haig's like ultimate portrayal is.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's the best part of those movies.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
yeah.
I made it clear that I'm not the biggest fan of those movies, but he's awesome.
He's entertaining. Yeah,
He's yeah, no doubt, man. I think he steals the show, and it's funny when he finally has a scene with Bill Moseley in the second one, the Devil's Rejects. I think he steals the show from him.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
he does, and
He does.
I mean, it's all three of those characters are very powerful in Devil's Rejects.
Yeah,
As far
Bill
as
Moseley is Bill Moseley is a scene stealer pretty most of the time, but like Sid Haig steals the scene from him.
yeah, he does.
Yeah, so
What do you think? So this is kind of off that topic, but do you think we'll get any good Super Bowl trailers at all, or?
well, like the Fantastic Four and Jurassic Rebirth were supposed to be the big Super Bowl trailers, but like they decided to show the trailers days before.
Yeah, and isn't
So,
Fantastic Four a teaser, and it was like 2 minutes, right?
I mean, we might see new footage if they still have the TV spots for them, but I mean, I don't know why they couldn't wait.
It's it. I think they would have gotten a lot more views during the Super Bowl. You know,
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to. Maybe we should get in this topic because the 3 big July releases. I think it has something to do with. I think the Jurassic World and Fantastic Four team, they might be a little afraid of Superman.
well, maybe.
Because I'll tell you this much: this is not. I mean, this is my own biased opinion because out of those 3 trailers, Superman had the best trailer by far, in my opinion. And I feel
out of the 3,
yeah, the 3 big July ones.
I
That's just
don't.
me.
I really like the Fantastic Four one because it was kind of a fresh. Here's the thing, like I like the 2005 movie.
Oh.
It's kind of a guilty pleasure.
We're joined by Robert Humphrey. This is him.
I'm not seeing anything in the Oh, there. Okay.
I see him, but I don't see movement.
That's kind of creepy.
Right. Maybe his phone. He's using his phone, I guess. Might
Okay.
be frozen, but he's in here. First,
Okay.
this is a way he debuts.
Who's Mr. Cat Buttface?
I don't know what that is. He was the first one to comment.
I will say that's a fantastic name.
Yeah, that's a good name.
Um,
It's gonna get you places.
what was I talking about?
Oh, the
2005.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, like I think it's a guilty pleasure. Like I do
Oops.
have fun with that movie, but it's so it's not the best thing, but
it's not. But like, it's. I'll say it has its moments.
yeah. But
and it
honestly,
so,
like I just don't see how this movie can get any worse than what we've had. I just don't see how it can get any worse,
Right. I mean, that's what I said earlier. That's the bar's low on Fantastic Four.
The one thing I will grant them is that they got it comically accurate, but they got everything, like they wear the suits that's in the time period. I think the casting choices are really good, and we'll just have to see. This is like one of those obscure kind of cosmic stories. So I'm guessing this is what I'm guessing is going to happen. Galactus is going to destroy their timeline. He's going to destroy their world, and then they're going to end up at our MCU, the one that we know.
That's what I said earlier when I was talking about the trailer.
It has to happen because there's no reason for the Fantastic Four to end up in our reality. There's no other reason.
And I also said that Galactus should win at the end in this one and causes them to go to the MCU timeline because you have to, if this is going to be your big bad guy coming into this one, and I guess the next Avengers movies, you need to establish that he's unstoppable or he's hard to defeat. Like the Fantastic Four team cannot beat him. They need something else. They need more heroes to, and like don't do the same mistake MN3 did with Kang. I said that earlier. Like, that was a mistake.
The thing is that Galactus is kind of like a celestial. He's kind of like those in the Eternals.
Yes.
Like he's like a celestial. So it would make sense. The only way to stop him would be to have Silver Surfer, because Silver Surfer, I think he could, but I wonder if we're actually going to see Silver Surfer because he's the right hand general kind of Galactus. Like he does what Galactus bids. So
right.
I don't know if we're going to see that or not. They might not push that right now.
I mean, I know they're supposed to have that female Silver Surfer, but I don't know what the kind of role that character's going to have.
When I look back on it now, I laugh. I just can't believe they thought it was a good idea to make Galactus a cloud.
That was 20th Century Fox for you in the 2000s.
It's almost like they became lazy and it's like, you know what? We don't want to build the CGI and all the stuff for Galactus, so we'll just have this mist or cloud or whatever.
Yeah. And it's just like, nah, this doesn't work. Like, nobody liked that.
I thought the Silver Surfer looked really good, but I don't know.
Yo, Spalding, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, finally. You couldn't
Hello.
get through.
Oh, I'm not good with technology, so I figured it out.
Obviously not, you're a damn boomer. So what's going on? Welcome to your first stream.
Oh, yeah, this is great. A little nerd. I've never done this before, so I might not be a professional.
No, don't worry. I'm not professional either.
None of us are professionals.
Nah, we just do this for fun. So, yeah, we're talking about, Fantastic Four, Jurassic World, and Final Destination.
Yeah, Alex is talking about how much he hates all of them.
Yeah, they all suck. Nothing's good. Nothing satisfies me anymore.
Alex is looking forward to Toxic Avenger, right?
Oh, God. The remake? Man. Yeah.
Yeah, the remake.
Right. I mean, I think speaking of that, fans of the original are excited for the new one, so good on them, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't like that original movie.
Are you excited about the Naked Gun remake or no?
I'm curious about it. I'm not excited for it.
Yeah, I don't. You can't beat Leslie Nielsen.
No, you can't.
Uh,
And I mean, good luck with them. But I'm
yeah.
curious about it. But I'll wait to see a trailer.
It's
Yes.
funny that
Yeah.
that you bring that up because I just picked up not too long ago. Walmart had in there those $5 dump bins
Yeah.
for $5. You could get all three of the Naked Gun movies.
Yeah, that's a steal.
So
Yeah, those movies still hold up.
They
Yeah.
do. They're hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, I know the new one's supposed to produce. It's produced by Seth MacFarlane. He does a lot of like politically incorrect comedy.
mhm.
I mean, I don't follow his career and stuff like that well. I guess he still does that. So hopefully they keep that in there because when you look back at the old Naked Gun movies, they're not like, quote unquote politically correct, today's standards. But like, you should they need comedies to poke that a bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You ever see that The Wrongfully Accused? That was kind of funny.
Yeah,
What-
I remember that one. That wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was like kind of like The Fugitive.
Yeah, that's
I
supposed to be
think-
fugitive. Yeah, I remember that one.
Isn't that the one? I'm not sure if I'm 100% right, but isn't that the one where, remember, he was in that lowrider and it was bouncing and he was trying to give the toll booth change?
Yeah.
That was hysterical.
I was watching some of it because it was free on YouTube like a month ago,
Yeah.
and it just took me back because I used to watch it as a kid on TV all the time. And
Yeah.
one of the funniest parts for me is when he's arguing with the guard in the bus, and then he just starts insulting him like. Saying childish names. She's like, "You peepee head," and then I love the guard though. Just says, "You are the peepee head."
Right. Yeah,
That
that
was
movies were
funny.
great.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as Naked Gun, but it still had its funny parts.
Yeah, I even have The Police Squad, but I think they only came out with what, like one season or something, or two seasons?
Yeah, like one season.
Right. I got
do-
that also.
Yeah, it didn't do well when it came out, but like, and then they made the movie, and then it worked out better.
What are the first ones that came out like that? The spoofs? Was that like the airplanes?
Airplane and Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
I remember Blazing Saddles. Yeah.
Oh, Blazing Saddles was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Mel Brooks stuff. Like
Yeah.
that was one of like the earliest. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess you can go back as far as like Abbott and Costello.
Yeah.
Like, I guess
Abbott and
they're the
Costello
original.
Meet the Wolfman or Meet
Yeah,
Frank.
stuff like I think those were like
Yeah.
the very, very like first ones.
Yes.
And then became, later on we got the Airplane, the Hot Shots, Naked Gun, the Scary movies. Which they're making another one out of those if you didn't know that.
Oh, another scary movie?
Yeah, with the Wayans brothers coming back. It's supposed to come out next year.
Yeah, I just watched White Chicks recently since you brought those guys up. That's pretty funny.
Oh, you're a fan of that?
Yeah, I didn't think it was too bad.
I've never been a fan of that, of One Chicks. I don't know. I like their other stuff, like, Don't Be a Menace and Scary Movie and stuff like that.
See, that one I never seen. I never seen the Don't Be a Menace.
Oh, dude, that's really funny.
What about Little Man? Little Man? Is that
I didn't see that one either. That's when he's like like a little kid.
He's
Yeah.
he's a midget and he
He's a
pretends to be a
midget, yeah.
baby. Yeah. The last one I saw from them was the haunted house.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think that was just Marlon Wayans by himself. That one was whatever. I mean, because like I was already like sick of Paranormal Activity. Even the spoof of it didn't really make me laugh. But I'm looking forward to the new Scary Movie because
You
they're
think
back.
they're
So
Are they coming out with another Smile, you think, after 2 or no?
Pretty sure there will be a Smile 3.
Because number 2 was pretty damn scary, man. I seen that in the theater with the.
Yeah, but don't spoil it because Rob hasn't seen it. don't
Okay,
think
yeah, that was. There's some parts that scared the hell out of me.
You haven't seen it yet, Rob, have you?
No, I want to pick it up on Blu-ray, but I can't find the Blu-ray.
I know. I was in Walmart the other day. Just to see if they have it. No, they have only the DVD and the 4K, no Blu-ray.
Yeah, so I'm not going to be forced. They're like forcing you to buy the 4K for $30.
Right.
I'm not going to spend that much just for that. So,
But to answer your question, yes, I'm pretty sure there will be a Smile 3.
Yeah, because I seen that at the cinema, and I paid the extra, for the whatever it is, the HD, the better sound.
XD.
Yeah, that's it. And that was it was brutal, man. Couple
Oh,
jumps in that.
oh yeah. There's some plenty good jump scares, but some of the jump scares were, I don't want to give it away, but there's some of them were goofy. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
there were some goofy ones in the first movie too.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I can deal with it. It doesn't bother me. It's just like, it's like whatever. So, I mean, I prefer the second one over the first, but I did like the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like I hated it or anything, but no, it's a good concept. It's a creepy concept.
Yeah, the beginning of the second one, I was confused. Like right in the beginning, I'm like, "What the hell's going on?"
Because I think if you don't have the first one fresh in your memory, you might be a little confused.
Okay.
Right. It's like you have to see them. They're a good double feature. I would say watch them back to back, and it will make perfect sense. But I was able to follow it later because I remember the rules and all that stuff, like how that works.
Yeah.
Like personally, I liked it better. It reminded me of it's like the Ring a bit.
Yeah.
But I prefer it over the Ring, to be honest.
Yeah, the Ring. The part that always stood out to me in the Ring that was messed up was when that horse was running.
Yeah, the horse.
And then wasn't it on a boat? I believe.
Yes.
Or no, it wasn't on.
Yes.
Didn't it
it was. No, it
in
was
the water.
Yeah, it was in the boat. Yeah.
Yeah, that part was messed up. And then when he hit the side and he fell over the edge into the water,
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been a white horse.
Oh God, you're bringing up Halloween.
Yes, you knew it was when you mentioned freaking horse. Yeah,
he set me up.
Yep, gotcha.
Maybe that was the same horse. It's dead now.
Yeah.
So.
And then it was its soul in the Rob Zombie Halloween too.
Yep.
That was his ghost. Yeah. That was the Ring and Halloween connect somehow.
Yep.
I think I'm not sure if I asked you this before, Alex. Did you ever see the hobo with a shotgun?
I did.
Did you like that, or you said you didn't care for it?
It was.
I know it's different.
It was fine, but it's not my kind of movie.
Yeah, it was kind of dark.
Yeah, it was really fucked up.
And it's weird because I don't know if you like the Trailer Park Boys or not, but Ricky was in the sewer lid. That was his little part in that movie.
I remember that part. Yeah, it was fine. I mean, I prefer the Grindhouse spin-offs. I prefer Thanksgiving more, but that's just me.
Yeah,
that was a pretty good one.
I like a lot of those odd movies.
Those like Toxic Avenger?
Well, that was the worst. I'd have to say the craziest movie that I ever seen. It was gross. Was the Human Centipede.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should see the second one. That's even worse.
Ugh.
That's the one with that heavy guy. He was like the main character, right?
Yeah, like the second one, that he tries to mimic the centipede in the first one, but he does like a 12-person centipede, but he keeps screwing up because he's not a doctor.
Right.
Yeah,
I think I've seen that one, and then the third one was in prison.
Yep.
Something like that, yeah, right?
Yeah, the creator of that, it's just like, where the hell would he get the idea for a movie like that? I mean, it was nuts.
I mean, I've only seen the first one, and that was enough for me.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, those movies are just, I mean, they're kind of like just gross out.
You just have to have the stomach for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you think it would just be one, but it's like, no, there's a 2, a 3, like they kept it going. You think one would have been, that's it.
See, like, I can stomach Terrifier more than Human Centipede.
Yeah, but that's Terrifier. Like when someone's getting hacked to pieces, it's normal to see because you've seen it in horror movies. But
yeah, but you hear all these people watch the Terrifier movies and they can't stand, like they can't handle it.
It's weird because you think people would be fainting in the Saw movies.
Yeah, those are pretty brutal too.
I think maybe maybe it has to do with like just the way Art the Clown kills people in those movies. Like it's like, I don't know.
I mean, it's almost torturous, but like I said, in Saw, they torture.
Maybe because it looks more realistic in the Terrifier movies.
I mean, man,
compared to Saw.
I was trying to think what's the one in Saw where it's called the Bone Snapper or the Bone Crusher. The one is that the third movie where it like twists.
Yeah,
It
that is
twists
the third movie.
his neck and his arms and his oh my god.
Yeah. That is the third one, yeah.
I know, you wonder what the director, like, what's going on through his head to have all these, like, ideas to do that.
Yeah, what's the worst way we can kill someone?
Right.
The worst way. I think they probably look up online. They probably go to the dark web and see all this crazy shit as inspiration.
Ugh.
Yeah. Another Saw movie? Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I like the Saws. Those are pretty good.
We're supposed to get a Saw 11 this year, but it's not even ready to go. I'm hearing that they're having trouble agreeing with where to go.
I'd rather them just take their time.
Right, take your. I mean, but Tobin Bell's not getting any younger. That's the problem.
I know, but
yeah, the main guy's dead too, right? The Toby guy.
The character's dead. The actor's still alive.
Yeah, he made the movie.
But they brought him back in the last one.
Yeah.
Where would it take place though? I mean, would it take place after, like right after 10 or Saw X?
Yeah, because that bitch.
Which takes place between what 2 and 3, or 1 and 2?
1 and 2.
1 and 2. So
yeah. Maybe because I don't know, that bitch's still alive.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't think they're gonna go back to 7, 8, and 9. Like, they're not gonna go back to those storylines. I really don't think so.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I enjoyed Saw X so much, is because it was more story driven than trap focused.
Yes.
And it was just interesting. You really felt for John in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a Saw hater since like part 3, and like this one, even like I admitted, like I was into it. I was like, this was good.
Yeah,
I do like how they go back on like the history of like the people of what they done wrong.
Yeah,
like before they torture them.
Yeah,
I always thought that was interesting. Yeah,
it's almost like they're doing a justice in a way, because these people are like corrupt and doing bad things.
Yeah, especially in
part like 6. No respect.
That's one of the reasons why I didn't like Hoffman, is because Jigsaw had a thing where you get a chance to get out of the trap. You always have a chance to escape, but Hoffman seemed like he rigged it to where you couldn't.
Right.
And I'm just like, what's the point? You know?
I don't know. Well, that one trap in the first one with the numbers in the walls, like that. Okay, come on. How the hell are you gonna get out of that one?
Well, that's true.
That one was like the most difficult one from the first one.
I'll never forget the first one where the whole movie's going on, and then the one guy's laying there. You think he's dead the whole movie, and then he gets up at the end.
Yes.
I was just like, oh man, the way they had the music playing and stuff, that was kind of intense.
I remember.
He gets up.
It's one of those things where like nobody saw it coming.
No.
Like nobody's actually thinking like, oh, the guy that's dead the whole movie, he's the one behind the whole
right,
thing.
And then he gets up real slow. They got that intense music playing. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, when he got up, I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
The funny thing is, like, his voice throughout the movie, I knew I recognized that voice. Like, I've seen him in other movies before, but I couldn't put my finger on it, and then until like, he's revealed that it was him. I was like, oh, that motherfucker. It was him the whole time.
Yeah.
If
we're talking about crazy movies, did you guys ever see Tusk?
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of nuts. That's one of those like odd, like Centipede type movies too.
Right, but it wasn't as gross as Centipede though.
No.
I will say I got a chance to see that movie in the theater, and I knew what it was about. I knew he turns into a walrus, but I didn't know what he was gonna look like.
Yeah.
And when they finally showed him, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I remember there was a girl like, in the like a few rows ahead of me. I remember she started screaming like crazy when they showed him as the walrus.
Yeah, that was nuts.
She's like, ah! She's freaking out. Because I like the way it was building up to it. Like you're hearing him scream and you seeing a piece of his tail at first and a little bit of his fin, and all of a sudden you see him right there. I was like, oh my god.
Was there ever a movie that you guys seen like at the theater that you walked out like it was just like sad or extremely depressing?
Sad.
I walked out of one called The Unborn because it sucked.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that was a bad movie.
Dude, the one movie that like I was just in shock with was at the end was, I don't know if you guys ever seen The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Yeah.
That was pretty. Are you seen that, right, Alex?
Yeah, I seen that. I didn't see it in theaters, but yeah, I
I
seen
seen it in the theater. At the end, I'm just like, holy shit! Like I was shocked at the end.
Yeah,
that was pretty bad.
yeah.
I think the most I ever been shocked was when I saw Blair Witch Project in the theater.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah. A lot of people still shit on that movie. I don't understand why.
Honestly, when we left the theater, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like I couldn't stop because I thought it was real. Like all of us thought it was.
Yeah, back in '99. Yeah. See, I thought it was real until the second one came out. I was like, "Oh, this whole thing is fake bullshit."
Well, they started releasing like.
Oh yeah, but I didn't know about that at the time.
Stuff on in magazines and things.
Right. Yeah. But before the movie came out, it was all about the mystery behind the witch and the website and the fake documentary, right, of the origins of the Blair Witch and the whole what's that? I keep forgetting the guy's name, the killer.
Oh, Rustin Parr.
Yeah, there was a whole documentary about him and his origin, like building up to the movie. Like that's all good stuff. Like that was great. Like that was the first piece of viral marketing to a movie. That's something like people can shit on the movie all they want, but like the marketing was fucking brilliant to that movie.
Yeah.
Well, when they came out with that documentary where all those people in the town, like the townspeople, like they were all actors, but honestly, they did a good job. They convinced me.
Yeah, like in the documentary and in the movie too.
Yeah.
I mean, better than part 2.
Yeah.
Even though I find part 2 as a guilty pleasure though. It's funny.
There's some good things about part 2.
It's funny though. I mean, it's bad, but like I find it entertaining. Like I liked 2 over 3 like easily.
I just wish they would do like a follow up of the first movie. That's why Blair Witch 2016 I think failed. They could have if Heather did have a relative or whatever, they could have kind of filmed it like the first movie, but maybe added a few things here and there. I think it would have been a worthwhile sequel, talking to like maybe the townspeople and
But like the things like I don't know, you can't recapture that.
You can't recapture it, but I think they could keep some continuity with the.
I feel like I don't know if this is still gonna happen, but like I've heard rumors that they're working on a Rustin Parr movie. Like that would be kind of interesting to me.
That would be.
Yeah, like show like all the fucked up shit he did.
I think it'd be interesting to do the Blair Witch in the time period when she got banished,
right?
And killing all the kids, and then
I mean, that's part of the legend that like the townspeople think that she was real. We don't know. I mean, it could just be a legend they made up like a long time ago. But Rustin Parr was in the movie universe. He was a real person. He killed all these children because of the Blair Witch, and he's the one that put the kids in the corner. Like that was always creepy to me. Like there was one kid in the corner while the other one was getting killed.
Blair Witch, isn't that where they were holding the camera?
Yes.
That was like was that one of the first movies that started that whole holding the camera thing, or no?
Yeah, found footage. Yeah.
Okay, because I remember Cloverfield was like that too.
Yeah, I saw Cloverfield in the theater, and man, I had a headache after because.
Right, he's running with the camera. You're getting dizzy.
Like, Blair Witch wasn't really that bad with their camera, but Cloverfield was just all over the place.
Right.
Because it's kind of like because it's a monster movie. It's more action. It's noisier and I guess that's
Yeah, there's
why.
a lot going on. Yeah, it's intense.
Yeah.
Camera
I mean-
sideways. You're trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Man, honestly, I feel like Cloverfield would have been better for me if it wasn't found footage. If it was actually a real movie.
Yeah.
Because we don't get to see much of the monsters in the movie. I know that's the point, but like I don't know.
Wish they would have done like a real follow up to it.
Right, but we haven't gotten one really. Like the other two movies were like more like spin-offs.
Yeah.
I don't know what's
Yeah, I
going to happen.
agree. If they didn't do the camera thing like that, it probably would have been a lot better.
Yeah, for Cloverfield. Like for Blair Witch, like it works for that.
Yeah.
Like, there's some, it's I still find that movie scary.
Oh yeah. You know why?
You
Because
ever see Descent? The one
Which
where
one?
they're in the caves?
Descent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of my favorite horror movies of all time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was kind of fucking scary too in there.
Yeah. Yeah, very claustrophobic.
Yeah, that's a messed up one. That movie was good.
Yeah. I'm not claustrophobic, but when I see a movie that's like a cave or like small spaces, all of a sudden I get claustrophobic.
Well, did you have you heard about that guy that got stuck in the cave and died?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I know exactly what the one you're talking about. I've
The
heard
Nutty
that
Putty
story.
Cave where he was upside down for like 24 hours or something like that.
Yeah. Was he filming like his like vlog before that happened?
No, there's a couple pictures that were taken, but
Okay,
there's no movie.
I'm thinking of something. No, I'm like a vlog.
No,
Like he was
I meant
filming.
there's no video.
Okay, no, I'm thinking of someone else. I think like somebody else like was doing vlogs for finding a cave and he got lost in there and died. I'm thinking of someone else, but yeah, I've heard stories like that.
Yeah, but like
Wasn't that like 27 days or something?
Oh, James Franco movie?
Yeah, where his foot got stuck or whatever. It was like
His arm got stuck.
Well, what's creepy about the guy that I was talking about, his body is still in there to this day.
Oh, they haven't gotten it out?
They couldn't.
Oh
They
wow,
couldn't.
that's crazy.
He was what they say like 12 miles underground.
Wow.
And when he went into this little nook, the nook went down at a 90-degree angle, and he went upside down head first into there. So they couldn't pull him up because you're squeezing through those little holes, So they had to tie a rope around his ankles and try to pulley him up, but they couldn't do it because the space was the size of, they say, like a kickball.
oh wow.
So he basically, not only did he die, but his body's in there, and they shut the cave up and put a plaque up for his like memorial.
That's crazy.
That's just nuts. I mean, the tragic thing is he had a wife and I think a kid on the way when he did that.
Oof.
So
Yeah, but
that's something I would never do, dude. I would never go what they call it, spelunking. Is that what they call it?
Spelunking, yeah. Especially not by yourself.
Well, he was with two other people, but
Oh, he was? Oh, wow.
he was with his brothers, and he went ahead and went in his own little path.
No, that's bad.
Yeah,
Bad idea.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Hey, you guys ever see the movie Frozen with the ski lift?
Yes.
yeah. That's
What'd you
really
think
good.
of that one? I thought it was all right. I liked it.
That was a good one.
It's a good survival film, kind of.
That was
It's
best when
weird.
When he jumped
It's
off.
weird. It's weird how you could think of that idea. It's like, well, why can't they just jump down? It's like,
You see why it happens.
Yeah.
Then he did and just broke his leg. The ground was frozen.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then what were those coyotes or something that were running out?
yeah. Those wolves like ate him.
Wolves, yeah.
The wolves. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the kid from Air Bud.
Kevin Zegers, yeah.
Yeah, that was him. And also, like when they're trying to climb with the wire,
wire.
it cuts their hand. Like,
Yep.
That's all realistic.
Yeah, there's a lot of those survival movies I've seen. Like, what's it with Ryan Reynolds, The Buried?
See, I never saw that one.
One good one is, if you haven't seen it, called Fall.
Oh, is that where they're climbing that
tower?
Yeah, it's like a 2,000-foot radio tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one was good.
I think that was on. I think that's on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, but I saw it. Yeah, I saw it when that came out. See another one. The one with Liam Neeson in the snow. What was that one called?
The Gray.
Yes, that was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, with the wolves and.
Yes. That was a good survival movie.
Now you got me thinking of the one with Leonardo DiCaprio. What was that, The Revenant?
Yes, with the bear.
I thought that was good, too.
That movie is awesome.
Yeah, that was a great survival.
Yeah, that one was brutal.
It was nuts how he came back, and then he went after the guy that killed his son, and then he left him for dead, but then he came back.
Yeah,
that's the most realistic bear attack I've ever seen.
Yeah,
right. That was. Yeah, I got that movie. If a movie's awesome like that, I'll purchase it in a heartbeat. That movie is great.
They have that brutal axe fight at the end.
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool.
Tom Hardy was Tom Hardy should have. I don't even think he got anything for that role. He should have got.
That was all Leo.
Yeah.
I mean, I still say he should have got it for Bane, but that's just me. Go watch. Anyway, watch this later. Like, watch our Dark Knight trilogy, where me and Rob go back and forth about Dark Knight Rises. We argue. We argue like 30 minutes about the Dark Knight Rises, just you and me, while Thomas and Dan and Wes sat there listening to us debate about Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. He's like, I'm staying out of this.
Right, because it was just me and Rob going back and forth. He's like, I don't like this part. Well, I liked it. Yeah, that's a fun one.
Can't help it.
Yeah, that's how we are. When we disagree, we really disagree. But
like the Joker movie.
But Rob still hasn't seen it. I don't think he has.
The new one? No.
Yeah.
Not yet.
No, it's not yet. It's I think it's still, you can still get it in Walmart. The Blu-ray. They have the Blu-ray for that.
Yeah, it seems like whenever I get paid and then I pay bills, it's like, well, I guess I don't have enough to go out and get it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, but like a month or so, it'll be cheaper. Pretty sure.
That's all right with me. I can wait till it goes cheap.
Yeah.
That's how I am. I go right to that $5 bin, and you find some gems in there.
I mean, most of the collection that I have is from Goodwill, and a lot of those movies are like 99 cents.
Right. I'm the type of guy, I tell people about a movie, and it's like, you just seen that? It came out 15 years ago.
Yeah. Or like, it's movies you haven't seen in forever. You just don't remember that you saw them.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, that was more than 15 years ago.
The original one or the one with Rick Moranis?
Oh, the one with Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was in like the $5 bin.
The DVD.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still a DVD guy. If I can see that, if it's DVD Blu-ray, I'll get it. If it's just DVD or Blu-ray, I'll always go with the DVD.
To me, it depends. Like when it comes to like older movies, I don't mind getting them on DVD, but like the Blu-ray transfer is usually good. Like, really good.
That's why you should invest in a it's not even $100. I got a Blu-ray player that upscales everything. So if you have a DVD and you put it in there, it's going to upscale the quality to Blu-ray.
Right.
So there's really no need to buy a Blu-ray, to be honest.
But certain movies, I guess the newer they are, they just look amazing on film.
Yeah, that's just how technology. I mean,
right. Like
I still don't think 4K, like. You put 4K and Blu-ray side by side, there's little difference. I mean,
right.
I'm not spending
Blu-ray,
I'm not spending no damn $30-$35 for 4K.
Yeah. Or like
I'm the same way. I've never been big. I mean, You see, I could see the movie on the regular DVD, and I'm fine with that. It's like buying HD or buying the 4K. Like to me, that don't make a difference because you still see the movie. But I'm not a big like picky guy when it comes to like quality of it.
I'm not either because I grew up in the VHS era. And
yeah, I did too.
I mean,
I miss VHS, to be honest.
Me too.
Yeah, that's what I grew up to. I was born in the 80s. I don't know when you were born, Rob, but I'm the same way, man. I was in the DVD, the regular cassette tapes and all that stuff.
Yeah, I was born in 82.
Oh, no, yeah, that's when I was 82. Me too. I'm okay. Yeah, in March. Nice. We're the same age.
Okay. Yeah.
I used to record stuff from the VHS off of TV. I'd hit record.
Right. Me too.
Yeah, because you didn't want you couldn't afford to buy all these movies.
And I was recording a bunch of stuff when it was on.
Right. Yeah.
Same thing with the cassette tapes when they play like the top 10 songs on the radio. I'd be hitting record while it's playing.
Yeah.
I tell you, the 80s were just something. There was something magical about the 80s.
Yeah, I miss it.
It's funny you mentioned that. Has a movie like one of these modern movies, have they captured the essence of the 80s for you guys?
Like, are you talking the new movie or?
Yeah, like for example, like something like Stranger Things. Has that actually really recaptured the 80s for you in your eyes?
Oh yeah, because that's like old school.
Right.
I mean, not really strict. Well, like Maxine.
Right. Like there you go. Let's just say that.
In the 80s. I mean, I'd say that was pretty close, but.
Or like Super 8. Wasn't it that took place in the 80s?
No, I'll tell you what movie really did it. Was It, the remake.
Oh, okay.
That one really did.
I was gonna say Wonder Woman 84.
I thought he was gonna say Pixels.
No, but that was still modern. It took place in the modern time.
Oh, Pixels?
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty good.
It was by 80s games.
Video games references, yeah.
Right, but
we're just old, Alex. I remember, man.
I'm talking about like movies that take place or shows or movies that take place in the 80s specifically.
Oh, I gotcha.
Like new stuff that some like Stranger Things or Super 8 or stuff like that.
Dude, I used to go to Burger King as a kid and get like my parents would take me there for a Happy Meal, and I would buy like they had cassette tapes there of like Ninja Turtles. It was like 2 episodes.
I
remember those.
Yeah, that's like old school.
Like I remember the
Nintendo Power magazines.
I remember when McDonald's had some cool toys to get with your Happy Meal.
Oh, they did, yeah.
Like Batman stuff and like.
Oh, they did that like.
Yeah, now a lot of it now. I mean, my daughter's 10 now, but a lot of the toys now are like garbage.
Right. Yeah, it's just not the same.
No. I know. I do miss the 80s for sure.
Like, I just remember, a lot of the toy commercials and, like, Transformers. Like, I'd get it like a Transformer figure for my birthday and open it, and that's all I'd be playing with all day.
Right. Even, like, I don't know if you're in, when I was a kid, I was in, like, the little Matchbox Hot Wheel cars. Now they don't even make them the same.
Yeah, I had some Hot Wheels and Matchbox and like a couple of what do you call those? Like the tracks, some of the tracks that you put together a little bit.
Yeah, I used to have the one where you put the little car in the little slit and you would pull the little trigger and it would go around. I forgot what they called that, like an RC.
Yeah,
you plug it into the wall and had like a little tip on the bottom that you lay into the track.
I always thought the Hot Wheels were cooler than Legos, to be honest. I was never really into Legos like that as a kid.
I had some Legos.
I remember I did have Hot Wheels. I got Hot Wheels for Christmas one time.
They were heavier back then too. They were like made out of.
I remember the commercials.
Yeah,
the Hot Wheels.
I had a box full of like turtle figures and like X-Men and He-Man and Thundercats.
Yeah, Ghostbuster guys.
Yeah, I had all that stuff.
I had the turtle mobile.
I'm pretty sure I asked you this before, but this is a question for both of you guys. Did you guys ever have the Ghostbusters lunch boxes or lunch boxes like that?
I didn't know.
Lunchbox, no, but I had a it was like a, you know how like people have those exercise, they bring them to like exercise place, those the huge water bottle thermoses things.
Yes.
I had something like that. It was a little smaller, but it was like a Transformers one with Optimus on the front.
Oh yeah, that's vintage.
Yeah.
You still got it, or is that?
Oh no, a lot of that stuff, like I told you, I had all those figures. I remember my mom told me, this was like later on. My mom told me, "Oh, you know, we're gonna go to Disney World. You gotta save up some money." So I ended up selling like my whole box of figures to this one guy at a garage sale. He paid me $500 for all that.
Oh wow!
And it was just a box full of those vintage figures. Now I probably could have got way more now.
Yeah,
but
you got ripped off.
No, at the time, I mean, you were talking.
Well, $500.
You were probably talking middle 90s. You know,
well, $500 seems like a lot of money back in the day, right?
Oh yeah, now we would have got a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, back then in the middle 90s, some guy gives me $500. I'm like, oh my god, I'm rich.
Right. It was a lot more than it went a longer way then.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could have. At the time, you didn't think it would be more. It should be more than 500.
I was, I was younger. It was just kind of like, I want to go to Disney World. So.
I was young and dumb.
Yeah. I used to have the Ecto 1, the Ghostbuster.
Oh yeah,
car.
The car. Yeah.
Yeah, I had
that. It had all the lights on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so mad. Like, I don't know if you remember the Super Shredder figure. With the turtle figures, the Super Shredder was really hard to find, and my local Walmart had one, so I got it. And I remember I had it for a couple of weeks, and I used to play outside with it. I come to find out my dad ran it over with a lawnmower.
Oh Jesus!
Damn!
I found the head and the arm all chewed up, and he was like, he's like, "Oh, let's go out and get you a new one." I'm like. They don't have it. This is a rare figure. Like, there's no way. And I looked and looked and looked and never found him again.
Your dad was like, I told him to clean up his toys.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was my fault for leaving him out there, but, oh, man.
I had my dad run over my bike wheel one time when I was a kid.
Oh, wow.
Still wonders if he did it on purpose or not. I told him to get his bike out of the driveway like 10 times. This'll teach him.
Right.
Yeah.
So you deserved it.
Yeah. But then it's like, hey, you got to go. You got to get me a new bike now, Dad.
Yeah.
There you go.
And that explained your villain origin.
Yeah.
That's how it starts. It's like, somebody took away something you loved. Yeah, that's always starts. So yeah, I mean, Bob, is there anything you're looking for? Any movies you're looking forward to this year specifically, or not? Just catches your interest?
Nothing. I can't think of anything right now. I mean, I did maybe the Happy Gilmore that's coming out on Netflix.
You mentioned that.
We'll see if that's going to be good or not.
Hopefully. I mean,
the first one was great, so we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, I know they're bringing back a lot of the characters from the first one. Shooter McGavin's coming back, but
yeah, that Larson guy, he's dead, right?
Yeah, he passed away. The grandma passed away.
Yeah, he was funny in that movie, Larson.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. But yeah, he passed away. So did the grandma. So did Chubbs. You can't have Chubbs in it, even though he died in the first one, but the actor actually passed away. So
I read that Larson at the end of the movie, something about he hurt his back or something, and they had him in like a wheelchair when he was running.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But, yeah, and he just had his like arms moving, but the lower part they didn't show that he was in a wheelchair and they were actually rolling him in there. I read that online.
Oh, well, it does look funny when he's running. Like
yeah, he does. He does look funny. I mean, I guess that's why they have it in slow motion.
Yeah. I seen that online where he was moving his arms left and right, and then they were saying that it looked like that because he was in a wheelchair. I don't know if he hurt his back or his legs, but he couldn't move, so they were rolling him like that, looking like he was chasing them.
Right. The thing, the other guy in Happy Gilmore, the one that kept saying "jackass," he passed away too, so he won't be back.
Uh,
That sucks. Ben Stiller's coming back, so that'll be interesting. As
Which
the
one?
Ben Stiller's coming back to Happy Gilmore too. Remember, he
Oh
was the
yeah,
first
he
one.
did.
what about what's her name? The love interest of Happy.
Oh yeah, she's back. Yeah, she's in it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm guessing they're still together in the movie. We'll see. I think the homeless caddy's coming back. I'm not sure. That guy, I think he still does Adam Sandler movies. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. I grew up watching the TV version of Happy Gilmore, so I was shocked that the actual movie doesn't have the scene where Ben Stiller gets gets thrown out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not in the actual film. That's always the TV version. Like, why? I always thought, why wasn't that in the movie? Because when you see the movie, his character's just forgotten.
It's too violent.
I can't. I'm guessing they're gonna address that in the sequel since he's back. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like horrible to these old people, and then he just disappears in the movie. He's like, what the hell? So to me, that's the lead scene's canon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it, Bob. Just Happy Gilmore 2 for you.
No, I can't think of anything else. But
'Cause I know
but
you're
Alex,
not.
I'm gonna have to head out, man.
All right, man. It was good to have you here finally.
Yeah, it was nice doing the stream with you guys, man. We'll do it again. Let me know when the next one is.
Oh yeah, sure, for sure.
All right.
All right, you take it easy, Alex. I'll talk to you later, Rob.
Yeah.
Okay. See you. Good night.
Good night.
All right. That was Captain Spaulding there.
He does sound like him.
Yeah, see? I tell you. It's his fucking son. He's illegitimate. I joked about to him. I said, like, I got to email Rob Zombie because I have a great idea for a Legacy sequel. Yeah. He got the perfect son for Hey. Said Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I came up with I'm not serious in thinking of writing the story, but like, I thought about like, if Spaulding did have an illegitimate son, and he later, and the son found out, oh, his dad was a serial killer, and now he's trying to find his other family members, like something like that. But
I was gonna ask him what he thought of 3 from Hell, but I forgot.
he always tells me that's okay. He thinks it's okay. Like, he likes those movies because of Spaulding.
If you think about 3 from Hell, it's basically a ripoff of Devil's Rejects because everything happens
the same.
They go to the house. They have this family hostage, just like the hotel in the Devil's Reject.
Yeah.
At the end, there's like this battle going on. It's just, I don't know.
And then they escape again.
I mean, I like Richard Brake, but I think he was kind of just thrown in there just because it just.
Because they needed 3.
Right.
I just feel like he shouldn't have done it because, I mean, like, my opinion aside, like, I think the ending of Devil's Reject was perfect for those characters.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know why you need to go back and redo it. And what's the point? Like, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not gonna get into it. That was a mistake. I just think he's out. I think Rob Zombie's just kind of out of ideas.
I mean, he has a certain style that I think he can really take off with, but it's like he's got to find a good, like a good script.
I don't know.
Like Lords of Salem was actually a pretty damn good idea.
Yeah, because that was I didn't mind that movie too much because it was very different from his other movies.
Yeah,
which was good. I thought he was gonna go in that direction, but like no, and then he did 31. That felt like also like sort of like Devil Rejects rehashed a bit. Not as much as 3 from Hell, but
I didn't
still
mind
there.
31. The only thing I didn't like was the end. The way it ended pissed me off.
But didn't that remind you of those rejects a bit?
It did, yeah. But she went through all that, and then at the end, what happened? Nothing. You don't know.
Right.
Like, what the hell?
I know. But I thought Richard Brake was like great in that movie. Like he was the best part of that movie. Yeah. Like he was the. Did that movie come out in 2016? Right.
31.
I
don't remember. Maybe.
Okay, let's just say it did. He was the better Joker in 2016. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
That's my first impression. Like, oh, this guy could be a good Joker. Like he was like
the opening scene with him. Smile. He's got like the
a rated R Joker. Like really bloody and fucked up. But we got that with a little bit with the Joaquin Phoenix though.
Yeah, Joaquin. The only thing about Joaquin that I like is that he's unpredictable.
Yes.
Like you never know. Like he's like serious, and then he just laughs, and then like he kills someone, and then he's okay. It's just like what's going on with this guy?
Well, that's how somebody with mental illness acts.
Right, but that's why that movie's a masterpiece.
Right. Yeah. Like even at the end, at the Murray Franklin show, like, when you think he's about to pull out the gun, but he pulls out the book of jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, because the music's pumping up, and you're like, oh, what's he gonna do? That's the thing. Like, what I found fascinating about that whole ending was that he was planning to just commit suicide at the end, but like once they were making fun of him in the show before he got on, he changed his plan.
Oh yeah.
His whole plan was from the beginning was to just commit suicide in that show because he loved that show. Like he was gonna get attention, but like now they're making fun of him, treating him like the clown he is. But like he took that personally and killed him.
When you push somebody like that.
Yeah, like
I mean,
just don't push people.
I mean that's realistic in itself. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, you just don't know a person what they're going through in their heads. Like it's best not to like mess with them, especially if you don't know them.
True.
Yeah, that's what I found fascinating about the train scene with the three rich guys.
Yeah.
The Wall Street guys. Yeah. So I mean, he was defending himself because they attacked him first. He was just laughing.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I didn't get okay. I know this stream has gone for 2 hours. I went through all the big trailers already. We got kind of off topic, but that's okay. That's fine with me. I didn't get to the Cobra Kai trailer. I mean, I'm not gonna show it. But did you see it?
Oh, part 3. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. It looks cool, but my problem is that that we have that new movie coming out, so it kind of ruins it for me.
Well, I don't know if you want to know this. This has some sort of okay.
Because we know Rob Macho isn't the new one, so clearly his story's not over.
I'm just gonna say this.
Uh-huh.
Part 3 does not have any connection with the new movie. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
What I mean is, like, of course, Jackie Chan is not in it because he doesn't show up until the movie, so he's not. He is not in Part 3 Cobra Kai.
Also,
the movie actually takes place. I believe. I forgot if they said how many. I know Dan said something about. I think maybe a year or so, maybe after. So there's no like rushing into the movie. It's not like Cobra Kai is going to end and then all of a sudden, oh, here's the movie. Like it goes right into the movie.
Oh yeah, so the show doesn't. The finale of the show is not going to set up or
no, it's not. It's not going to set. it's not going to set up the movie because that's its kind of its own thing. So,
but the problem is the movie comes out in 3 months.
Yeah,
it's just so soon. But then again, the movie, the trailer for that movie feels more like a sequel to the remake.
Yeah, just because of where they're at, like
because it's Jackie Chan and he has his own student.
Yeah, they probably won't be at Miyagi's house like that long. It's probably just gonna be like a short scene.
And Danielson is it feels like he's gonna be the supporting character.
What pisses me off about it is right when the remake came out, Ralph Macchio stated that the movie it's a remake and he wasn't really happy about it, but he decided to just say, okay, I'll support it. Then Ralph Macchio came right out and said, when someone asked him, hey, is Jackie Chan or Jaden Smith going to be in Cobra Kai? He came right out and said, no, it's not canon. So now
it is canon.
Eat his words because it is canon now.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The only reason they can get away with that is the fact that the remake had different names, so it's not that much of a 180 turn. But at the same time, Mr. Han and Mr. Miyagi just happen to have a very similar backstory to their characters. Okay.
My thing is maybe Mr. Han fought at the Sakai Takai, kind of like Miyagi did. Maybe that's how he kind of knew him. I don't know.
Well, now it's canon that they knew each other. So okay, that's okay. I don't know. To me it just feels like
I almost feel like Ralph Macchio is doing this because he knows that Cobra Kai's ending.
Yeah, he doesn't want to let go of the franchise already.
Yeah,
but just let go, man. I mean, Cobra Kai did his thing. It brought the fans back, and it also brought in new fans. Like, the story's gonna end with this last season. Just there's nowhere else to go.
I don't think Julie Pierce is gonna be in it.
And Cobra Kai?
Yeah, because we have 5 more episodes, so she has to appear in one of these episodes. And they asked Hilary Swank a while back. They said, "Are you in Cobra Kai?" She goes, "I don't think I am," but obviously she's not gonna just say yes.
Right. If she's not in it, it'll be a huge missed opportunity.
I just don't understand why they can't just fit her in. I mean,
yeah. I mean, who knows? I mean, she might show up in the final episode.
Yeah,
they're just keeping it secret. So if she is in it and we don't know at all, and there was never an announcement, that's a cool thing. Because I do want to be surprised. That's what I want
to happen. I want to be surprised.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Like at the end of season 4, when Daniel's at the grave, and all of a sudden it pans over and you see Chosen again.
Yeah, so we didn't know he was going to be back.
Shit. Like I started jumping for joy. I'm like, because we never saw him until from season 3, and then in season 4 he never showed up at all until the very end.
Right. Yeah, and he's been my favorite character since. To be honest,
he's awesome.
Oh yeah, I like him more than Johnny or Daniel at this point. Yeah, I really liked him in season 5 and the newest episodes. So yeah, I feel bad for him. Like, yeah, he's at where Johnny was in season 1, where he's kind of like he doesn't know what to do with his life. He's kind of fucked up, and he's like he lost his chance with what is her name again?
Oh, Kumiko.
Yes, yeah. She moved on from him. So yeah, but yeah, we'll see how the finale goes. I mean, I'm sure it'll deliver.
Yeah, it's next week, so.
Oh yeah, it is next week. Damn.
Yeah, the 13th, I believe that's what, Thursday, Friday, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I mean, I'll binge watch it when I get the chance. No, but like if Julie Pierce is in it, I gotta stay away from social media because that's gonna be spoiled immediately.
Yeah, because people,
They don't
I'm not
shut
sure
up.
when the embargo list, but I know people have already seen it, but they're
Right.
doing reviews with they can't really talk about anything.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure they signed NDAs.
So,
I mean, is it positive?
oh yeah, one review I saw, he said this is an epic conclusion to the whole entire series. They said everyone is basically ending, like everything's ending.
Oh, the
Everyone
stories, yeah.
gets everything wraps up good. They said there is going to be surprises, and they said some people may like him, some people may not.
Okay, that sounds to me Julie Pierce, like Next Karate Kid shit.
I'm hoping that's what it is.
Hey, okay, so you heard that it's like people may not like it, like these surprises.
This is what the guy said. He said there's going to be surprises. Some people may like them, some people may not.
The monks.
I mean,
Bring
fuck
in,
the monks. I just want them.
bring in the monks, you cowards! It's right there.
I'm hoping he's talking about Julie, though.
Julie, and she's gonna bring in her army of fucking monks. That's what's good.
Is Michael Ironside still alive?
He is.
I just
Maybe
wonder,
he'll show. Maybe he's one of the surprises.
Maybe.
Because maybe he joins the Terry Silver and Kreese.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Mark Barnes is coming back.
That I don't know.
He was only a little bit in early in season 6, and that's it. Showing him back up. I'm guessing he'll be back. I mean, if this is gonna satisfy the old school Karate Kid fans, I'm sure he's gonna be in there somewhere, just like as a goodbye, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I think Thomas Ian Griffith played Silver. I think he deserves something for his role in Cobra Kai, because he is he's just a freaking phenomenal actor, going from being this guy who's serious to crazy back to serious. Like he's just.
What's that? What's that in the background?
My bad. They're watching TV. I'm going to turn that down. There.
Okay. I was like, did someone break your window?
From dusk till dawn is on.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So we'll see next week. Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I love the show, I'm okay with it ending, because you don't want to. There's only so many places they can go and do.
I mean, it's ending. It's ending at a good time now. Like, this is the perfect time. Just end it now.
So many people have had relationships and they cheat on each other, and then they are mad at
fight each other. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's run its course now.
And there's misunderstandings, and they take things the wrong way, and they fight each other over it.
Like the whole Johnny and Daniel beef is kind of getting old now. Like, I just think they just need to, they've already settled their differences, blah blah blah. So it'd be kind of overkill at this point if they were mad at each other again.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that story's got to end, because Johnny's not in the upcoming movie. It's just Daniel. Out of all the people in Cobra Kai, I guess Daniel's the only one that's returning.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, that's all really I gotta say about the Cobra Kai stuff. I mean, I'm sure it will have a satisfying finale, especially after what you told me.
Yeah, no, I have no doubt.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, but then again, early positive reaction like that don't mean anything.
Yeah.
Why? Because I say that because I don't know if you remember. I always gotta bring this up. When they had those early reviews of 184, there were glowing reviews, and that wasn't the case.
True.
Yeah. So I take that with a grain of salt most of the time. So But I'm sure it'll be good. So.
I probably have to get off here because I gotta get.
Yeah, I got in the show. It actually went on longer than I thought, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. No, I gotta
Yeah,
get her to bed. So.
And yeah, Thomas couldn't make it. He was out. He went out. So. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, maybe next time.
There'll be
I don't know
more.
what. I don't know what's the next thing I want to do. I always kind of keep that. Whatever.
Yeah.
Big update on something, a review or whatever, I'll do.
True.
Yeah. So yeah. There you go. So yeah. So I'm gonna end the show. Might as well. I got nothing else. I already talked about the trailers already, the big ones.
Okay.
So yeah. Thanks to everybody who was watching. Thank you,
Yeah.
Robert Humphrey, coming in first time. He didn't sound nervous. He said he was nervous, but he didn't sound nervous. So kudos on him.
Kind of fine to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Cat Buttface. Yeah, I did a couple of Scream update streams. Like, Transformers fan wasn't in the last one in the chat. He was the only one actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but those were short. So. Yeah. So let's call it a night.
Okay.
Go watch Jurassic World Rebirth. Go watch Fantastic Four First Steps, and go watch Final Destination Bloodlines. They all could be good. Maybe they all suck. I don't know. I can't predict the future.
Yeah.
I'll watch all of them, I guess. All right. So, until next time, stay away from big trucks in the street. Watch for the signs.
Yeah. Don't be stupid.
Yeah. Don't be stupid and you'll live. The end.
Can't cheat death 4 times.